EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Singletary with his first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. He's got his tight end fan, and he will have a Broncos first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a run with Singletary. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Draymond Jones. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's second down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Chargers nothing.
2nd down and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Herbert on 1st down now. And this one complete to Gafford. Touchdown, L.A.
Number 11.
Rico Gafford with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
picked by Kenneth Murray.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Running on first down, Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now he steps away. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's White. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
45-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here is Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, Herbert. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert now. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On second down, Eckler. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Flush to his right. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 28. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And to give this time to the tailback. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Gun. They'll look to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Los Angeles.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
The 42-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Once more, here's Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a third and forever now.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He was looking to go back to Sutton there. And now it's second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 6-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 6. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up third.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
It's a loss of 1.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now a toss, left side, Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
On the play. It's third down and goal to go.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is a counter play. Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. This is the tight end fan. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, McFarland. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
That good for 19 and a first down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, McFarland. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's McFarland. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41. Broncos 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
At the 24-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Will line up for
well, if you've got him in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. They set the goal beginning of the year, hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.